How you guys doing? My name's Nicholas Morales. I'm the founder of EHG Community, and I do things on my channel like in regards to gaming. I do walkthroughs, I do streams here and there. I do videos of trying to give different games some shine out there, some indie games some shine out there, and trying to interact with a lot of people in the gaming community. I also do specific interviews with people who do gaming, music, artwork, all that, just to help them get their names out there. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because this is a very important video to me. Reason being is because this is based on a topic that a lot of people have been dealing with and a lot of people have been going through. Usually I don't do topics off gaming, unless in regards to being or having something to do with gaming. I would say things if there's politics or anything of abuse or anything, stuff like that, in the gaming community, or anything of debates in the gaming community, then I would definitely do that. But this is a major serious topic that I want to get into. Now, I don't know if you understand, or if you've seen, if you have a Facebook profile on certain media outlets, that there are kids probably around the age of 12 and down doing things committing suicide. And with that, it's because it's based on things being bullied, or something that's been happening at home, or something that has been going through I would say something that has been a big deal with a lot of people in regards to them being themselves, or them dealing with certain things in depression, or a certain disorder based on their health. Sometimes it would lead to things like suicide or a suicide attempt. To hear or to see things like an 11-year-old wanting to commit suicide and attempting it, it's kind of a difficult thing for me to see that, because 11 or 12-year-old, probably from those ages and down, shouldn't have so much of a worry. Those are kids that should be living as kids, being kids, going out there having fun, playing with their friends, and going out there, being a kid and not having so much worries. But I see that it's a major difference. I see that there's a major difference from when I was young and where kids are at now. It's very sad to see that a kid who is 12 probably or younger to want to at least attempt suicide, and that's very, very, very sad to see, because a lot of kids and a lot of people have so much potential, and they let that go, and they lose all that by ending it with suicide. And not just that, it's also a suicide attempt or suicide that happens within a family or within a group of friends can leave those who love that person deeply destroyed. And even with a suicide attempt, it could leave a major mark on certain people. And before I continue with this, I tend to say things that I'm really trying to get through. Sometimes speaking about this topic is very difficult. Sometimes I don't know what words I'm using, so if I'm using and stuttering a lot, then excuse me for that. But this is a topic that's very serious to me. Why it's very serious is because I've had friends who had committed suicide. I have had friends who, had died over things drug use. I've had people that I've known in school die over drug use or suicide, or even die from natural causes, like sometimes from from a car accident or a fire in a house. And what I'm trying to get to people is, if you are a person who has thought of suicide or tried to attempt suicide or still think suicide is an answer, it's not. You're too special. You are worth so much, and a lot of people who love you and care for you wouldn't want that to happen. A lot of people who love you and care for you enjoy things like your personality, the time you spend with them, and they want to continue having that. And that, also life is not so bad. Life is whatever you make it. And that, if you're dealing with things like wanting to, end your life, or like even have thoughts of that, by all means don't lead to that. I know things can be definitely difficult, but you have to be strong, and I know that some of you can be strong. And I'm passing out this message because of the fact that, you see kids nowadays that are just, committing suicide, and then their lives are being ended right on the spot. And then it's not just their family who is affected, but their friends and the people who care about them are affected too. That's also another thing to be in consideration of how much your life is so precious to others, and that your life is so meaningful to others. The times that you spend with them, the moments that you have with them. It's very important that that things like this is it's something that I would tell people, that if you think of things like this, please, by all means, don't be afraid to seek help, and don't think that you're weak for seeking help. There's men and women who are older than I am and probably younger than I am who even need help emotionally. Sometimes I do. And it doesn't make you weak of a person to ask for help. People love you, and people care about you enough to tell you, especially me, I'm just reaching out to people I don't know. If you think of things like, suicide or attempting suicide, please don't. People do love you out there, and people do care about you out there, and you are special to people. And you are a special person, whether somebody tells you or not. If somebody tells you you're not special, those are people you don't need to listen to. People do love you, but you also got to learn to love yourself. And I try to, as much as I say some mean things, because I do in my videos, I do say some mean things. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm not gonna sit up here and be a hypocrite, because I do say some things that are very mean, especially when it comes to gaming. I do say some mean things that gets me very upset. There is something that I never want to see someone try to do things like commit suicide or even think of committing suicide. People are so special, and people have so much potential in this world to even change this world. And my message is, because I'm gonna put this in the comment, if you need someone to speak to family that you can trust, friends you can trust. Hell, if you feel like that, you can even call the suicide hotline. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess my whole message out of this video is that you are special and you are worth it, and you are absolutely amazing to not just, you know, me, but to other people around you who care about you and who love you. So what I am reaching out and saying to you guys is that, you know, if you have thoughts of committing suicide, or have attempted suicide and want to attempt again, or even have thoughts of it, by all means speak to someone. You know, go out there, speak to someone. You know, have someone listen to you and have someone to tell you things. You know, even whether it's like a certain way that they put it, like if they tell you, hey, you're special, or they give you tough love, it's certain ways that, you know, that they trying to tell you that you are too special for that, and you're bigger than that, and that you're better than that, and then people see that you are. And if you are someone who sees someone going through that situation, by all means, lend a hand, reach out, you know, speak to someone, make a change in their life. I'll be there in a minute. Sorry about that, but that was my video for today. I promise that tomorrow, since it's Friday, we will continue on with gaming. I just feel as if I should make this video and make somewhat of a difference. But you know, this is CrazyMaze98, aka Nicholas Morales, founder of the EHG community, and thank you for watching this video, and you guys have yourself a wonderful day.